Welcome to the ILO on Location podcast. I'm your host, Irene Karras-Loper. That's ILO for short. And my podcast is all about having fun, connecting with your friends, and breaking shit down. Guys, I'm practically halfway to 100, and when I look around at my circle of friends, I see the most incredible women. They make me laugh out loud, they support me through everything, and they inspire me with their amazingness. So, join me, grab a rosé, and let me bring you the gift of the gab to brighten your day.
Appreciate. Oh, look at your cat. Oh my God, you're like already.
I'm like, I've got my lip gloss beside me, which I'll put on. Oh my gosh, hi.
How are you?
I am so great. This is so exciting for me because I'm like, you're my first celebrity guest.
No, oh my gosh, don't even start because people don't realize like, I am just like, when people reach out for these things, I'm always like, me? Why do you want to do it?
You are killing it. I can't even, this was like, I told all my friends, I'm like, you are not going to believe. And my friends are like, you haven't had me on the podcast yet. You are going straight to celebrity guests. I'm like, yes, I am.
That is so funny. Just trust me. It's all the bling behind the scenes, but me for real is just like,
yes.
I'm so nervous. I don't really like being in like the spotlight. So.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I promise I'll take good care of you. Well, this is so exciting because, you know, I first of all, let me say hello and introduce who I have as my guest, and then we'll gab away, and then okay. So I just want to say, first of all, are you in St. Louis right now?
Yes, I'm in St. Louis. Okay. Yep, that's where I am. I'm like in a suburb outside of St. Louis. Yes,
okay, I wasn't sure if you were just double checking. Okay, so hi. Listeners, ILO on Location here. I have my amazing bling sparkle artist coming to us live from St. Louis, Missouri. Miss Tanika Moore joining us today on the podcast. Yes. And I'm so excited as we zoom from Canada to USA with our sparkles in hand.
There's the cup. It's so awesome. Yes, I am so excited to be here. I thank you so much for even wanting to highlight this at all. Like it's always so overwhelming to me. So
I can only imagine. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited. So Tanika and I, just for my listeners, came together because, of course, as we all know, I'm a massive J-Lo fan, and of course Oprah fan, but J-Lo fan, one of my inspirations. And she just walks around like the queen diva that she is, and she always had these A-list sparkle cups. And I'm like, oh my God, I would drink way more water.
That's what everyone says.
If I had a sparkle cup, just like
everyone says.
So I did a little research because JLo would post her photos, and I clicked on this amazing Instagram tailor-made bling by the amazing Tanika, artist, woman, A-list. And I literally, Tanika was like, I want that one. I want that one.
It's so many popular designs. There are.
And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to treat myself. You know what? I needed a little uplift. I needed something to pick up my day. I'm going to do it. And as all my friends know, and anybody that, you know, seen some of my little stories, I got myself a personally artistic piece from the amazing Tanika.
Yes, it was so exciting to make. I love the pink combo. Yes, the pink combo is one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh. Tell me a little bit about what got you in on the bling, because I see that you had inspiration from your beautiful daughter at as young as a baby girl, and that kind of got you. So tell me just a little bit how you got inspired with the bling.
Yeah, so back in 2012, I had my daughter, and it was so funny because she was going for her 3-month-old photo shoot, and I was like, I really kind of want to, girly girl, I really kind of want to have some bling. Of course, me being me, I waited to the last minute to hop on Etsy or Amazon and buy something custom. So I was like, I could do it myself. And that's exactly what I did. I blinged out her baby pacifiers, some baby shoes, and I took her to the photo shoot, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, where'd you get those? I was like, I made it, and they were like, oh, you should sell that kind of stuff. I was like, yeah, I mean, why not? And seriously, honestly, that's where it just took off from. It started with baby items, and then it went to custom bling Converse. I was doing those for a while. We were doing all kind of champagne bottles for different kind of events. Oh. And then I had a client maybe in 2014, and she was like, have you ever done a Starbucks stuff? I'm like, no, you'd be the first. And seriously, Irene, ever since then, that's been my business, is the bling cup. People see it, they want it, they have to have their name on it in their special color. I mean, I do other things, but everybody wants the bling
on your website, you do glasses, you're doing the COVID shields, you're doing water bottle, license plates. Obviously, I have license plate pink bling, as you can see my nails bling.
Oh no, I love anything bling.
My bling phone. I mean, obviously. Eventually you will be, blinging my entire life. But in the meantime, bling my cup and my lip gloss. So, okay. So basically, was it like your girlfriends being like, Taylor's baby stuff is so cute, will you make it for me? Was it kind of started like word of mouth just through, birthday presents for your girlfriends or Christmas?
Yes, that's exactly how it started. Birthday gifts, my friends would call, I'm going to a baby shower, can you make this? Or I'm going to this event, can you, my birthday's coming, I want a blinged out bottle, champagne. I would do all kind of vodka bottles, and people were like, I want one. So I was like, maybe I should start a social media of all of this. And I did, and just kind of networked from there, and the page grew.
And you were doing all this yourself, personally doing your own Facebook page, personally taking your own pictures?
Oh gosh. Yes. I only have one assistant right now, and sometimes I have another one that comes in and helps, but she's teaching right now. So I have one constant, and then of course me, and then one that's kind of, I guess you would say part-time. Right. But yeah, it's basically all just me here trying to run social media. I have help in terms of emails and DMs and things like that. But
and taking orders and stuff like that.
Absolutely. So more of the admin stuff. But everything you pretty much see on my page is all these hands.
Oh, that's what I thought. Because, when we first contacted, when I placed the order, and it's a 10 FYI listeners, 10-week wait list.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? It's so funny because the cups don't take that long. Right. Cups probably take me maybe 5 hours, 6 hours. I mean, through the years, I've gotten that fast with just a ton of practice. I can't just be like, oh, I'm that good. No, I just have a million cups. No, but that's what it is. It's just the cup on the work list are so overwhelming.
Because you're in demand.
I'm not trying to complain. It's a blessing for sure. I mean, I love what I do, but I mean, it is a lot of cups.
Yes. Now tell me, because I noticed that you were already in your career, you had university, you were in human resources, working for a company, in actual regular day-to-day, and this started as your passion project. And I just want to shout out to one of your inspirational, you post your beautiful bling, and then you post your quotes, do things that make you feel good, mind, body, and soul. So this, and as you say, this was kind of your therapy, whether it was just to clear your mind and see fun, pink, and sparkle. Was this something during your career in a regular kind of lifestyle job and then it overtook and just became so popular that you had to literally give up your career, and now this is your full-time business,
I am full-time.
Lady boss, business CEO, everything.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. In 2020, in January 2020, I went full time. I was like, I'm going to step out on faith and do this. I'm like, okay, I got this. everything's smooth sailing, going good. I'm going to just quit my day job.
Oh my God.
Then the pandemic hit. I was like,
oh,
going back to work.
Oh my God, seriously.
No one's going to be buying cups. Yeah, I was definitely wrong.
Everybody needed some uplift and joy in their lives. And they're like, this is what I need right now.
It's so true, because I feel like everybody was at home, either on Amazon, on Target.com, on Etsy, and they were just buying stuff, because that was almost like the joy, having something show up on your step. Yes. That's like what people were looking forward to.
Yes.
So, I mean, my business skyrocketed again from there, and it was just like, I don't know why I was worried about the pandemic affecting business, but so I was working human resources for about 7 years. And
did you have a desk, and on your desk did you have like a sparkle cup, and like did you have accessories at the office that people were like, Tanika, or was it that was sort of separate?
No, it was separate, but only because people just think like, oh, if I see her out, she's going to be so glamorous. No, I'm that mom with the sweatshirt and the flip-flop trying to figure it out like everybody else. And no, I never have time to make anything for myself. People are like, well, where's your cup at? I'm like, I don't have one.
Oh, I think that will be in your Christmas, on your Christmas shelf or under the tree this year is a Tanika Bling cup. But that must have taken a lot of courage to actually, like, the fear of leaving the career, being, having that steady income, and just like, but believing in yourself, Tanika, to like, I can do this. I mean, did that take a while to kind of process that?
It did, for sure. You have so many feelings, because with the full-time job, that's a pretty sure paycheck every 2 weeks or whatever. And you're just like, oh, is it going to slump? Is it going to, I mean, how many more Bling cups are people going to want,
Right.
And so you do kind of get in like a headspace about it, but you just got to go with it. And I think one thing that really just pushed it was like, it sounds crazy, but it's like, I didn't have time for a full-time job.
Right.
The full-time job is getting in the way right now.
Of my Bling. That's right. So
it's like you build your business, and once you get into a place where you can really, like, you see it being successful, and I can't just say like you'll never have a worry in the world, because that isn't realistic. But I mean, sometimes you just see it building and the success, and you just got to go with it. Just got to go with it.
And with your friends, I'm sure your friends and family were also inspiring you and giving you that confidence. I just, I know.
Sometimes, you have some family that's like rooting you on, and it's like somewhere like, girl, no, you better go back to your day job. It's that too. You got to balance all of that feedback.
You got to balance it all. And then in a weird way, it's almost like you set up to be prepared for the pandemic, because you were already doing what you loved. You were able, obviously, to do it from home in your own space for the self-isolating and the lockdown. However, your city experienced the COVID, different. But then to actually be able to keep your positive energy during the pandemic by still doing what you love must have been therapy and just a wellness for you and your family during one of the toughest times to encounter.
No, absolutely. I don't tell everybody, but I tell a lot of people, like, I actually love what I do so much. I would do it for free. I don't, but I love it so much. I love it so much. I would, like, it is, because people are like, how do you do that? I mean, it's so tedious, and it's just, I just love to do it. Back in the day, I used to like light candles and turn on my music. It was like a Zen thing, and I would just do it. But now it's a little bit more chaos. And I'm like, orders. So it's changed a lot, but I mean, it's still something that I love to do when I get an order in and they, they have all their specs and everything. And I'm just like, okay, sometimes I don't even know what it's going to look like. And it's just like, once it comes together, it's like, oh, this is really pretty. Like,
well, that's the thing.
So awesome.
Because when I did the order form, I just said, I would love a pink ombre I just gave you some ideas. And of course, Bless is one of my things. Bless. And then, of course, obviously, I have my Isla logo, which one of my friends from high school made for me for my podcast.
So cool. That logo was so cool.
I love it. And then I got the cup. And then I was like, okay, everything I dreamed.
Oh, yeah.
It was so perfect because it's more inspiration for whatever you're feeling.
Right, exactly. Some people are just kind of like, oh, just do your thing. And I kind of need a little bit more information than that,
right.
So I do kind of like to get a little like, what are your favorite colors? Do you have a brand or a profession or a cartoon character? Like I need something, like give me something,
Yes.
And then I can kind of run with it from there. Cause I don't want to send you like, if you're like a pink girl, I don't want to send you like a black cup,
Yes.
But I can run with it,
So does your daughter, because based on your Instagram, it looked like she turned 9. Is she already 9?
Yes. She's 9 today. Today is her 9th birthday, the 31st. We always have big parties for her. I'm just like, why do I do this to myself?
But so she turned 9. I mean, every year does your daughter get, like, is it a surprise? Do you bling something up for her? Is she always like excited? And
yes, I try to bling her something out, especially like I said, on the milestone birthdays. Yes, she did get a bling cup last year. Yeah, this year's been kind of crazy, but typically, yes, she loves receiving the bling. Now she wants no parts of it. I'll tell her to come in here and help me out with it. And 5 minutes in, she's out the door playing Roblox and all that and all of that stuff. She's like totally over it.
Yeah, she's like, forget it, Mom. You're on your own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk celebrity just for a second. But first of all, I want to shout out to another one of your fabulous positive quotes and stuff. I love it that you said it's okay to be extra.
Yes, that's right.
Who gave you that? Did somebody make you feel a certain way, or was it a family member? What gave you that confidence as well? Because I totally agree with that. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay to be extra. Yeah.
Whatever me feel good and I'm having fun, I'm just going to own it.
That's
Tell me
right.
a little bit, where did that come from?
So a friend actually sent that to me, and I just thought it was so significant, especially in these times right now, everything that's going on with mental health. We honestly have so many reasons to be stressed out, it's just been a crazy time, right? So it's like, we need to take time to find those little things that make us happy, know what you really love and do that. If you see something, it's okay to be impulsive and, buy that, buy yourself some flowers, anything that makes you happy, go out and be extra with it, and I just feel like it's so important to know what you love inside out and make sure that you're making yourself feel good. I mean, sometimes you just need that. So that's why I was like, it's okay to be extra.
Yes.
Like, you need that bling, you need that sparkle. It makes you feel good. I'm blessed to be able to sprinkle a little sparkle, throughout the world.
Sprinkle a little sparkle, sprinkling it. Because a little sparkle can go a long way. I totally agree with that too, because just having a positive attitude, not every day, everybody can't go into the workforce and feel great, or just you wake up having a bad morning.
So true.
Something happens with a friend or work or whatever.
Yeah.
To remind yourself that, it's okay to go that extra distance.
For yourself. That's right.
For yourself.
That's right.
Tanika, I just wish we were having like cocktails right now. I saw your Instagram story, and you and your girlfriends were in Miami or Florida, your vacation. It just looked like you were having so much fun, and you just seemed like,
oh my gosh, it was amazing. We're doing Taylor's birthday trip to Mexico next week.
Oh, wow.
as much as I don't need to take time off, my mom always tells me, be present, don't stress about it.
Yes.
It'll get done. It always
Yes.
gets done. I'm just
Yes.
like, I don't need to take off those days, but
Yes.
I'm gonna go and try to turn up and have a good time.
And sunshine and beach.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, Tanika, we have to tell my listeners what I think might be such a special moment. So for anybody listening, Tanika had the most, I think, incredible experience when a certain celebrity tell us, Tanika, where our first experience that might have been one of the more exciting experiences for you as a bling artist came from when a certain somebody, Queen Diva JLo herself, reached out or had her people reach out to you to request a bling cup. The moment that you saw in your inbox, JLo.
Yeah.
Or JLo's people.
Right.
And tell me a little bit about that experience. It'd be like, getting an email from JLo or Oprah or somebody saying like, Irene, I want to be on your podcast. I'd be like, what?
I know.
Tell our listeners your experience and what happened with your first celebrity encounter with the amazing Jennifer Lopez.
Oh my gosh. It was crazy. It was in 2017. Her manicurist at that time reached out and she was like, oh my gosh, I love your cups. I want to get a cup for one of the celebrities that I work for. And, it has to be amazing, spectacular, it's a big celebrity. I'm like, okay, what does big celebrity mean? Like, what's your definition of a big celebrity? So it was JLo's birthday, and she was like, I want to get a birthday gift, and it's going to be like this. And she's like, yeah, it's for a big celebrity. And I'm like, okay, well, who's the celebrity? And she was like, no, it's JLo. I was like, the real JLo? Like, JLo? Like, she was like, yes, it has to be amazing. This, that, and the other. It's a birthday gift. She loves Starbucks. She loves bling. Like, this will be perfect. I was like, great. So as excited as I am, I'm like, it's her birthday. Like, she's going to get a million gifts. It's going to be like amazing. The cup will arrive. It will be in the back of the closet, and literally I shipped it to her, Irene. And the next day it was spotted in Style magazine and People magazine. I mean, she was just out toting this cup, and I was just like jaw drop. I couldn't believe it. And ever since then, my business changed. Like, people just started finding me. I need this cup. I mean, my page blew up. It was just one crazy day. Like, I had never gotten that many emails, or I didn't even have like the wherewithal trying to maneuver through it. And then while you're sitting there processing, you're just kind of like, what do I do? So it was crazy, but it was so exciting. I was so grateful for it. And then ever since then, every event she does, every movie, music video, corporate sponsorship, she has to have a cup. It is amazing thing. I'm so grateful to her. I mean, no matter what she's got going on, big or small, she has to have a corresponding cup for that. It is so amazing. It is so exciting.
Like, she has her Hustlers cups. I saw her I watched Netflix or a documentary where she's handing out at Wrap. Everybody gets their Hustlers cups. She's got her JLo Beauty, which of course I have all her JLo Beauty products. One of her highlights right now. Thank you. And then her presidential inauguration cup.
That has to be my favorite.
Oh my God. I mean, that just, wow, this is the next level. This is something I love to do. This is my passion. And now to have it branded by one of the queens of queens, to have that validation must have been such an amazing experience.
It was. I think around that time too, in the state that our country was in, it was kind of a point where we all kind of like took an exhale, and we were happy in the moment and so excited at the inauguration, because it was so much, like I said, so much in the world happening, and for my cup to be on that platform with such an A-list celebrity, and the fact that she even thought enough to want it, it was amazing. I just felt like I was there, It's a part of history now. It's one of my favorite cups, not only because of the design, even though it's beautiful, sort of a simpler cup in terms of design. It's one of my favorite just because it carries so much meaning to me. You know, it was
Yes.
like, oh my gosh, yeah, I did a cup for that. Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Was
amazing.
that one of the cups where she just requested a cup for that experience and you put together just the color and the design?
Yes. So sometimes J-Lo is very particular and she
Mhm.
wants what she wants. Other times she's just like, do your own thing. So they sent a logo for the inauguration cup. I didn't like it. So I changed it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I changed it.
You're the
And
artist.
I sent it. I was just like, I just hope she loves it. You know, I hope I'm not fired. And I mean, they just loved it. They were like, oh, this is so much better. And it looks so good. She loves it. She loves it. I was just like, thank you. That was like, they were like, good call.
Good call.
So yeah.
That's the artistry, right? Like, were you as a child, did you like to draw or color? Like, was there any artistry in your family, painting or anything like that? Or was it all just that
I have an uncle who has an art gallery in Wisconsin. So we're kind of all like sort of artistic. And even though Taylor wants nothing to do with the bling, she's really kind of crafty and putting things together. So I'm gonna get her one day, but
right.
I'm gonna come snatch her one day.
Yeah.
But you know, my mom sews and you know she creates and puts things together. So it's just, you know, we all are kind of good with our hands and like yeah. I'm not really the greatest drawer though. I like to paint for sure,
but you visualize it on the cup and then you put it together and you have an idea. Do you sketch out a design or do you just kind of put it together while you're attaching the sparkles?
Yeah. I just kind of typically I'll have a design layout for the cup and then, you know, attach that to the cup and then, you know, you just blinging away.
So again, that must have been for you to pull upon your confidence and your courage again to actually receive the information that J-Lo would like you to design something for her, which I think I would have put in trauma for 5 seconds. Like, I don't know, what if she doesn't like it? Oh my God.
I do that every time.
Right? But then to just go, breathe, I got this. This is what I do. I'm an artist. And then to have the confidence to send it. It must have been kind of the first time a little scary. And then
I mean, it's crazy. I think every time though, you know, you get that nervousness. You hear people say, you know, I still have stage fright. I definitely do. Every time I send her a cup, like, is she gonna like it? And is she never gonna ask for a cup ever again because of this one? You know. Yes. So I always kind of do, you know, kind of sit back and look at it like, okay, this is pretty, But I always do kind of, and I think it kind of keeps me on my toes too, you know, to have that little bit of like, okay, is this perfect? Yes. I've done something, you know, so she really likes like the simple, clean sort of looks, you know, there are a lot of blingers in the industry and they have all different kind of styles. I think she typically just likes those clean, sleek kind of looks, you know, with not a lot going on, you know. She really is the less is more, even though it's a bling cup and it's, I don't know how I'm fitting that in, but.
No, because I get it. She's classic and everything she does. I mean, she is just like a fashion icon, a beauty icon, everything. And again, her products, her hair, everything. I totally get it. She has her style and what she likes and she knows what she likes and it complements her personality.
It does.
I heard, I could be wrong, but I read somewhere that she's maybe filming in Vancouver. So of course, yesterday I was, running errands and I don't know if you know this, but well, obviously you wouldn't know this. I will lock. So her name's Pinky.
Oh my gosh.
My bestie.
Amazing.
I will lock her in the trunk of my car because right now she fits in the drink cup. Like when I'm driving and then I do not want anyone stealing my bling cup.
I know.
But then I will take her out shoppers. I mean,
I know.
And then of course I'm like, so I'm just gonna, whenever I'm out and about, I'm hoping that maybe J-Lo will be driving down to the Sutton Place Hotel or something. She'll be like, oh my God,
what is that?
I got a tailor-made bling cup. I'll be like, oh yes it is.
That would be so awesome. Yes.
So
yes, does. I tell people, like, if you are feeling antisocial or you just kind of want to be in the background that day, don't take your bling cup out because you will get stopped. And, you know, people notice.
Shanika, it's true. I'm not kidding. It really is a conversational starter. Yeah. And Pinky has been, so far, camping. She's been camping. Nice. She's been to my girlfriend. I have a photo of her in the river. You know, she's having a great time out here in Canada. Awesome. So when I look at your stories and, you know, you're shipping all over the world, all over America, all over international. Tell me, are you literally worldwide? Would you say your bling is blessing all over the world? So tell me a little bit, or is it mostly American cities? And
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot here in the U.S. and I would say maybe about 25% of our business is international. And I should probably know. Yeah, we ship a lot international. It kind of surprised me. And my sister was like, you need to get a map and like do like the little pin, like where tailor-made bling has been. So just
that's exactly it.
And I definitely need to do that. I mean, India, Dubai, Russia,
what?
South America. I can't think of like specific countries, but I mean, it's all over. Yeah, it is. And it's just a blessing. I think the first one I got, I was like a little shocked and I was, of course, worried about shipping and, you know, it was just like, okay, you know, you asked for this, you prayed about this. This is what you want to do, want to be. You got to figure it out.
You got to figure it out, right?
Figure it out. Yeah.
How do you ship to Russia? What the heck? You know, like,
for sure. Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I guess like even that too might make your day, right? Because everyone's probably so excited to order from you. Was there an experience where you're like, you couldn't communicate, but you know, you could communicate by the bling? Did the bling?
Yeah, we can definitely communicate with bling. I do a lot of Google Translator, like I'll copy and paste their whole message and throw it in Google Translator. Like, okay, yes, I see you like the black, gray, and silver cup, you know.
Yes.
And so, you know, I try my best to, because I always say my motto is the world needs bling. So I don't want something like a language barrier to just like be like, nope, you can't have one. Like, I really try to go, you know, above and beyond for everybody. So, I mean, so you can get that box on your doorstep and open it up and sparkle with J-Lo and everybody else.
And, you know, again, obviously not only are they fun, but like I said, you drink way more water. So, or a cocktail of sorts.
I know, it's so funny because it's like, I do all this work on these cups and all you guys put in it is water. And they're like, I'm not mixing up my cup, you know.
It's a bottle of rosé, very well, with some ice.
People don't want to put the coffee in it because of the stain, but they'll put, I've seen a few cocktails in the cups, you know, I'm not mad at that at all.
Oh my. So when you saw, let's say your Instagram, like you said, when you first started out and you started your Facebook page and, you know, if you're like me, you have a couple hundred friends, whatever, following you, did something happen, you know, maybe even after the J-Lo experience or beforehand where like you saw your likes go up, you know, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 80,000. What was that? Do you remember that feeling, or did that not really? Was that not something you paid attention to? You were just focused on your craft.
Right. So in terms of like, I think the followers, the influx of followers is what gets me every time. It's just like, you know, you wake up and it's just like a few more hundred followers. You're like, okay. As far as the likes though, I don't really kind of focus on the like. I don't know why, but you know, it's just not something I typically trip out about, you know, because I mean, someone just might be scrolling by and because the cup is blue and orange, they're like, I don't like blue and orange. So, you know, it's kind of, I don't really trip off of likes, but I try to just kind of stay on your timeline at least once a day. So, you know, it could kind of be in the back of your mind. Oh, next Mother's Day, I'm going to get one of those cups. Or, oh, for my kid's birthday, I'm going to, you know, and it's always like, and then you see it one day and like, I'm just going to get it.
Yeah, totally. But it's not something that feeds your, you know, your passion is fed by the craft and the love for doing it. It's not necessarily what you get back from validation from other people, just being an influencer and a brand. It's just,
right.
but
Yeah.
that's nice
That
to,
would be true.
you know, that's just that what it is. That's part of the business.
I think my journey has brought me so far, and, you know, not to worry so much about what other people think. Just do what you love, put love behind what you do, and that's where you'll get your clout, like for sure. You know, for the longest time, people were like, why doesn't J-Lo tag you? Why doesn't she tag you on the page? And I'm just like, J-Lo would never have to tag, like I know she supports my business and what I'm doing here by the amount of cups that she orders. Like she would never have to tag me like ever again. And so many people are like, oh, we want the recognition and we want this. And it's just like, at the end of the day, if you're doing what you love, does that really matter? Like, you know, and so
I think that's actually a gift to be able to put something out. Like, I was having this conversation with one of my other friends and guests who wrote a book, and you know, me being an actress and doing theater, if you get a review, good or bad, you do it because you are so lucky and fortunate to do it, and you like what you put out there, right? And that if somebody, I mean, I can't imagine if somebody didn't receive something and love it, but at the end of the day, if you love it and you feel good about it and you share it, it doesn't matter, you know, how many. I think that's I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if it's from our mothers or I don't know, friends, having good friends, or being a mother, just having that confidence to be okay with whatever on your own, right?
Yeah, as long as you're doing your best and putting positivity out there, it all comes back. It all comes back 100-fold for sure.
Guys, since I don't have any sponsors, I thought I would use this opportunity to bring awareness to a cause that's close to my heart: mental health. Do you battle depression or suffer from mental health? Are you looking for help or to help? Then let me share with you 2 great websites full of resources and information for whatever your needs are, for yourself or for someone you care about. CallTimeMentalHealth.com is created by BC's motion picture industry unions, and healthlinkbc.ca/mental health, part of our BC medical system. No matter who you are or how you're feeling, you're not alone, and there is help out there. CallTimeMentalHealth.com and healthlinkbc.ca/mental health.
So, Tanika, I like to ask just a couple of questions, which I ask some of and it can be a 1-word answer, can be a 5-minute answer, whatever feels
your a little wordy sometimes.
Feels your spirit. I would like to know, Tanika, who has been an inspiration to you and why?
Oh, this is hard because it's usually my mom and Taylor, both of them. You know, my mom always pushing me, to go out, follow my dreams and be confident. But I think after I had Taylor, she gave me a different kind of drive, and I want her to see me succeed and, go after your dreams and work hard and never give up. And, if you really love something, be confident in that. So I think those 2, I would say, definitely drive me to be the best I can be every day. For sure. For sure.
Amazing.
I know it sounds cliche, but
not at all. I mean, power women, mommy, daughter, that's amazing. That's amazing. Tanika, what is one of your proudest moments?
Oh my gosh. Oh, proudest moments, man. Gosh, I would think, of course, the initial J-Lo Cup. You just it just kind of makes you think for a second, like, oh my gosh, somebody really notices this and loves it enough to want to keep buying more. You're kind of realizing you're doing the right thing. And then the way people get so excited about it when they receive their cup, I don't know. I think that's one of my proudest moments. I kind of get excited when people send me their review pics of when they receive their cup and they're just, so excited. I think, I don't know. So do I have daily proud moments? I think I might.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You're proud of your work, so you have more than one proud moment. But the J-Lo one maybe was one we could say is one of the top. Tanika, what do you do day to day to keep a healthy mind and spirit?
Oh my gosh, is that possible?
Besides bling, I'm going to say it probably is bling.
Right. Yes, I love to bling for sure. But I do, in the stressful moments, that comes with anything that you do, I think just kind of like taking time out for self-care and mental health. So I try to do it in the mornings. I'll either exercise, do my walk around this beautiful park that we have, or I'll just even drive to the park and just kind of like sit out and look over at the pond and like just kind of get my mind together, just kind of have those quiet moments to myself where I'm not tailor-made bling for this moment. I'm not Taylor's mom, so it's just kind of taking those moments for yourself, I find are, helpful. Those are things that I do.
I appreciate that. Just using the word mental health. It's something something I like to bring awareness to and break the stigma of talking about, and just having that as part of our dialogue. Yeah. How important self-care is for
it's so important.
Mental health. And like, you're right, to take time out of the bling and the sparkle and the orders and the business and the being a mother and the lady boss and all this. And then to actually just to take a moment and reflect for you and to keep a healthy mind and spirit. That's so important.
Yeah. So for sure.
Yeah. And that's so nice. You have a place to go, being outdoors in the nature. And
I think the nature really helps me to be able to kind of center myself. Yeah.
Thank you. Exactly. Tanika, if you could design a bling cup for someone you haven't blinged for yet, who would it be?
Oh my gosh. I actually get this question a lot.
Okay.
And I would say if Michelle Obama would ever reach out, I would probably faint. And I might even go in the corner in the fetal position.
Oh, my God.
And then I would hurry and try to answer the email. But yes, I think my dream would be just like, and I don't even know if like bling is her thing, but I just imagine her.
Is Miss Obama when she came out in that burgundy wine coat and pantsuit, and she would, who doesn't love bling? But Tanika, Michelle Obama is going to happen.
Yes, I'm putting it out there.
Yes, it's out in the universe.
I would probably change after that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I'm really excited though, for sure.
Oh my! Well, I mean, how you manage to continue your business with you being you. You're doing them. You're even when you connect in the emails or on social media and in reposting a story or whatever. It's you. You're still connected to your clients. You're still connected to your brand and your business. And
I try to be as much as possible. Yeah, for sure.
So when Michelle Obama's people reach out to you, you just may need to ask your assistant to hold your hand and be like, "Oh my God!"
I have like sweaty palms. Yeah.
I want to ask one more question on just another quote that you had, which I thought was fabulous, and I loved it that it said, "The goal is to be booked, not popular."
That's right.
I love that.
That's right.
Tell me just a little bit about that. Did somebody send you that, or where did that come from?
I think I might have just reposted that one off Instagram or Facebook or something like that. But again, it kind of goes back to, everybody just wants the spotlight and all that's fine, but I feel like if you really put your heart into something, the light finds you. Like, it's not something that you need to just go out and chase. As long as you're doing what you're doing, working hard, focus on the job and being booked, and then all of that stuff will follow. And then you better be sure you're ready.
I actually love that,
the
because
popularity can be like, like, oh, this is a lot. So
yes. And for some people who are people pleasers or get, FOMO, fear of missing out, or, in my case, when you're an actress and you're auditioning, you don't get the part. Like, I that really resonated with, there's business and then there's pleasure. And you have to know that sometimes business isn't personal, and it's just, you have your friends and your loved ones and your families and all that. But that's I really love that. It's not important to be popular. I just want to be booked because this is my business.
That's right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That's really what I'm worried about more than anything. Just being able to just continue what I love to do. Yeah. And, but like I say, if you're doing it with the right intentions and it'll find you. Yeah. It will find you. That popularity will find you.
Like when you are out for dinner with Michelle and your Bling Cubs. Tanika, I cannot thank you enough for making time for me today.
It was so much fun.
I'm so glad you have fun. And I really just feel like anybody that listens to this episode is just going to feel good. And just to know, like, dreams can come true. Absolutely. You can think big. You can think whatever. You can think sparkle. You can think blow, and become a successful woman or successful person based on your own dreams and passions. May not happen tomorrow, may not happen right away, but just, I think you're inspiring in so
thank you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I'm glad I at least give off those vibes, so that's amazing. Just pushing it forward. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being my guest today. And from one bling lover to the next.
Yes, girl.
Thank you so much for being my guest today. Yay to Tanika! Tailor-made bling!
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Yay! That's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And remember, if you enjoyed some rosé along with me, make sure you don't drink and drive. The only place I go from my couch is to the kitchen or the bathroom. You can find me at www.irenekarras.com/podcast. You can follow me on my Facebook public page and Twitter at Irene Karras, or on my Instagram at Irene Karras Loper. Thanks to my amazing husband for giving me my married name, aka Ilo. The Ilo on Location podcast is hosted, produced, and edited by me. God bless. Special thanks to my gorgeous nephew Connor, aka C-Buddy on iTunes, for the original music. And thank you to my puppy Charlotte for being my most loyal listener and adding her 2 cents barking in the background. Join me again next time as I gab away with another one of my fabulous friends.